Okay, my friends, I'm ready for your practical part of the lesson. And I started with dividing my picture, which is I'm gonna paint right now. I started with dividing this in 4 pieces. And that 4 parts of our work right here, this is gonna be our condition of the day. So we're gonna do morning, day, evening, and night. And this 4 condition of the day will do the job for us, so that it's going to be our practical lesson for actually see how the condition of the day changed during the day. So and I will start with my morning hours. So I will get not a very big brush, because my artwork's not gonna be that big, because I don't have the whole entire paper for myself. I only have the part of it, and that part will be not that big. So I'll put it closer so that you guys can see what I'm doing. First of all, this is the brush. It's very medium. I have water in my acrylic painting, and I will start with the sky, because for morning, you know, it has to be very light sun. So, and we already practiced on that when we work on sunrise. So I'll just use very light colors for my kind of sunrise condition of the day. Pink, white, and orange. I will mix them together and get that nice light color. So it's not all sky will be like that. Of course, I'm gonna have some other colors, which is I will add maybe a little bit brighter for my sky. Just like that, somewhere around. And then I will get some maybe a little bit yellow color, just to make a lighter yellow color, just like that. And then I will get a little bit more white, and I will use the light blue, kind of grayish blue, and we'll get that nice very light blue color, just like that. And this is gonna be for my sky, of course, that light blue. And I want to mix that into my colors, which is I have. So I will add some white and put it together with the light yellow I have, because I still have my light blue and I get white. So kind of mixing that with that kind of very light, maybe even slightly gray colors. So we will see that here. So this is my color right here. Kind of add some translucence to my work. Warm with a little bit colder color of the sky. And then I will get a little bit of just a darker blue, just like that, the darker, like my shorts, same color. So, and get some white on it. So that's just gonna create, instead of the other blue was kind of grayish, I will create more cleaner light blue, and that's gonna be one more color I will use for my work. And this is very light and very morning colors. So when you work on the morning, like last time, just kind of close your eyes and kind of get this image of the early morning. Maybe you can get up, like I said, to see that morning colors. You can get up and make a picture, like we said, and leave it in your memory, so then when you work on that, you know exactly what kind of condition we're talking about. So now I'm just gonna mix like a light pink color, just the connecting color between the warm to a little bit of cold colors. And then I will get a little bit darker blue, or just for the few strokes right on the top, right here, just to kind of show that the sky will eventually during the day will be blue. And it actually was blue the nighttime, but the sunrise kind of coloring everything with the more warmer colors. So that's gonna connect my colors right here, and then I will get some light yellow with the white, just like that. But because my brush has a little bit of blue, it's gonna be kind of a light yellowish blue. That's a trick. When you have a little bit of color left on your brush, that's what you get. So, and that color will kind of goes around the horizon right before trees I will paint. So just like that. And then I will connect this to the pink color. Just mix it in like that, and so then I'm gonna create another shade of color. House. Very light. Don't use any dark colors because that's the sunrise. It's very light colors usually on the sky. So a little bit of heat. That's our pretty much sky is ready. And since I'm gonna have a little bit of water, I'll just work on my water now, since I will have similar colors in the water, just the reflection. So I'll just get a little bit red and blue, because the reflection will be a little bit darker compared with the sky, and so I'm just gonna use the darker blue here. And then of course I need to get my beautiful pink color too. This is my pink for the reflection. The reflection can be a little bit darker. And by the actually the closer to the grass over here on the side of the lake here, it might be lighter again. And maybe just give a little bit of orange, since we have it in the sky, so we can use that for reflection too. So it's become kind of peach colors and work together. It's kind of on the bank of the river, so right here will be that color. And then I will work on my trees. The trees will be the darkest kind of subject on my picture, so I will use my dark blue with the green together, because the trees will be a kind of cold green color, like emerald green color, which is we mixed last time. That's the blue with green, they mix that beautiful emerald color. And I will also add some black in that, just to create the darker shade of this blue color, because when you put in this color a little bit of black, it's gonna be even darker. So I guess somewhere behind the house I can use that darker colors. And still I can come back to blue too, and maybe put just a tiny bit of orange in this. You will see what happens. It's gonna be kind of interesting color, and we need it just to show that it's some touch of the sunlight kind of touch the tops of the trees. So that I did add some orange in that. So we're gonna use it on the top of this trees. So that's gonna shows us that the beautiful sun kind of touch a little bit the crowns of the trees. And just use it for a while. So then you're kind of gonna need a darker color, of course. You can use a little bit of brown color. If you have pre-made, use pre-made color. If you don't, use the blue, red, and a little bit of black. So that will create some sort of brown color frame. So then that brown I will mix with black and blue, dark blue. We'll get something like that, the darker color, and that will be my darker color for the kind of closer to the surface places where will be grass. So this is kind of my foresting part of the picture, and then I have to wash my brush, or you can leave it for the darker colors, what I sometimes do, and you can use the different brush. I will just use the different brush and get some colors for my grass. So the grass, because sun is not that high yet, so what we do, we're gonna use some cold green color, which is I mix with blue and green, but with the lighter green. So let's see what we get. So this is kind of just, I use it just a little bit because I still think that I need something else in this color. I will wash my brush and get some yellow with the clean brush, and also get my that acrylic color. Remember I made it with the yellow, orange and white. It's kind of light yellow color, so I use this with my yellow, and then I can use some lighter blue color in that. So that's kind of the tricky way to create another green color, the green color like this, and I will use it closer to the river like that. So this is going to be kind of my lighter grass here, but closer to the house I need to get the darker grass, which is I'm going to make with brown and green. So because I need some darker shade for close to the forest. So that's my another green shade like this. Not too dark, but still darker than in front. And we just kind of mix that together with another green, creating like some similar color. And maybe a little bit by the side of the barks of the river, so I can get some darker color. I can use my smaller brush for that, and then we'll use the brown with the blue, and with my beautiful emerald color I had before. So I'm gonna create this color just like that, and this is gonna be my color, which is will kind of separate the river from the grass. And this artwork will be semi abstract because we're not working from the nature, at least me. You guys can make a picture of the nature and come home and use your pictures, but for me it's just abstract a little bit because I'm not on a plein air, I'm in my art studio, so I'm just recreating the nature. But for me it's important to not look at a particular place right now because I'm kind of creating the artwork for example, and my example is just some particular condition of the day where I can work more on colors and less get stressed about what subject I have. I just have a simple house there and that's it. So I'm gonna use a little bit lighter color from the place in the front of the house like this, and that's kind of add some morning trail in that. And then that's my trick to kind of keep that morning conditioner going. I will get some magenta color, it's like a darker pink, and I mix that with white in that light green color, and I will get that interesting color, like a cold pink green. I don't know how to say that, but that's what we're gonna get. It will be our mix. But what it's gonna do, it's gonna add some morning shade to it. So it's kind of the second layer of the color here, and I will show you closer what's it gonna do. It's interesting how just that little amount of this pink color change everything. See, it's kind of add to the grass that morning feeling. So, and then just to get water, more movement, we're gonna use some blue color with a little bit of purple, and get some white in it, so it will be like more lavender color. This is my lavender color, and I'm just gonna use it as the little strokes in the water, just to show the movement of the water. But we're still gonna leave that light pink in the water, and I will add some blue just to kind of mix them together. And just to put the final strokes of that. And for the house, our house will be, of course, I kind of want to have it white so that you can see how white changed for the different conditions. So my white not gonna be exactly white right now. It's gonna have some pink in it, so I'm just gonna use some pink. It's gonna be like some lavender color. And of course the other side of the house, gonna use a little bit of gray for that. I have pre-made gray. You can always have pre-made gray, so it's easy. So then you don't have to mix it all the time. So it's gonna be my gray part in the shadow. And then I just need a roof. The roof, I think that I'll have a brown roof for it, kind of reddish brown. With a tiny bit of black, so that kind of give us the darker shades. And this side, just like that. And I think that we need some highlight of the sunshine on it, so I will use the white with orange and a little bit of yellow, just for the highlight on the house, so we don't have it too dark. So and then I need to finish the shadow part under the roof of the house. So we're gonna use some kind of similar color for it, maybe a little bit darker. And then for the window, it's gonna be kind of darker purple color, so because it's we can see what is there, so it's night. Nobody put the light in the house yet. So this is gonna be our window. And when it's dry, we can make a little frame with a tiny brush. So, and then I will add a little bit of lavender color on my highlights of the trees, so kind of get them into that beautiful condition of the morning. So I mix some lavender and just to highlight a little bit that trees, so that they kind of get into that morning. Beautiful condition of the day. Get all this cold feelings, morning feelings. And this is gonna be it, I guess, for my morning pictures. So we have still, maybe for the river I will add a little bit to my color like that. So this is for the morning. So this is my morning, and then I will go ahead and do just daylight, like the middle of the day condition. And I will start with the sky. So I will use the different brush for my sky. And the sky will be blue. So of course it's gonna be the sunny day. We're not gonna see sun. We're just gonna have the nice blue sky for it. And you guys know exactly how to do the middle of the day blue sky. We've done this a few times. So that's going to be very fast for us. And this is going to be my nice middle of the day. I see that's important to actually mix your colors very well so that you don't get any splashes of any unnecessary color on your work. So this is my blue sky. I was just going to do a few clouds. So the clouds I'm going to make with a little bit of my ivory color and the white and the yellow. So my clouds will be just spread it a little bit around the work. So I'm gonna go around them with the blue color, so that's gonna show where's the blue, and then you can see the actually clouds. So I'll start with my sky. This work, and it's need lots of white for the blue sky, so I'll just add some white in my blue. So just a little bit of really light blue for kind of finishing our nice sky for the daytime. Very light by the forest, because you know how the sky become lighter closer to horizon. That's exactly what we need, right? So that's gonna show us the right air quality, right? So that's what it is. The air has the volume. So this is our sky, just like that. That was kind of simple. And then we're gonna work on the forest. Forest will be green, just like really dark green. And I will use blue and green for it. Gonna be a little bit emerald first of all, but then I will add a little bit of red in that. So that's gonna create that kind of color, and this is gonna be our forest for the day. Kind of first layer of this. And then we're gonna add a little bit different color. I will get some blue and green and mix it with my sky color. Just like that. And this is gonna be my tops of the trees. So we'll show that some trees are far away, so they have a little bit of blue in them. We're just gonna put few bright green and yellow mixed together colors, just like that. So because that's gonna show us that beautiful colors of the day, because the trees are green and they have a lot of lights in them. That's our medium level right here around the tree. And then we're gonna get a little bit more darker blue in this, and mix it very well, and maybe a little bit black in it. And that's gonna be for kind of the darker part of the forest, close to the grass. My different brush for the grass. And the grass attention, that's gonna be the lightest part of our picture, because grass is gonna be during the nice summer day, that will be the lightest what we can have on our picture. So that's gonna show us, besides the sky, that is the nice summer day. So just like that, we're gonna add that beautiful light green color. And then I need some for shadow. So for the shadow, I use this color blue. Just mix very well, and just use it for closer to the forest place, like that. And we need the medium color, which is, we just mix them better together. And we're going to use some medium color here. And again, by the rivers should be a little bit darker. So we're going to leave that brush, we'll get some brown color. And brown color will be the color for the dirt, right? So get a little bit of our acrylic color in this brown, and we're gonna use it for our part close to the river, right? Still with the green a little bit. So. And then that's gonna be the river right here, and the river will be just darker than the sky, right? So we're just gonna add blue, more blue in it, because the river is just a reflection of the sky. So this is gonna be our blue for the river. And kind of use that strokes, which is kind of horizontal, so that we give the direction to our river. So maybe just a little bit darker. So I'll use my red and blue, purplish kind of color. And with the smaller brush, I will just connect this better. So I'll use a little bit of magenta color. If you remember, this is the sky. So I will add this to my blue to get that purplish lavender color. Just for the borders here. Next to the side of the river. And come back to blue just to connect them now. to the lighter blue, not the darker blue, just a lighter blue. Because this is just the middle of the day, so it shouldn't be too dark. It's darker than sky, of course, but not too dark. And then we can come back to the lighter blue, just changing pattern somewhere here. Okay, and that's good. And now we will work on our roof. And the roof, we still have that brown with black color, but I have some blue on my brush, so it's gonna use that just like that, because the roof not gonna be too dark since it's middle of the day and it gets sunshine. So now the house, that's gonna be our lightest piece right now because it has a lot of sunshine on it. So we're just gonna use white with yellow. This is gonna be our color for the house. Very light. And the darkest part will be, of course, the window. I'm gonna get the highlight for the roof too. And for the window, I was gonna use some purple. Too dark because it's still day, so it's gonna be really dark, and there still will be some reflection in the windows, so not too dark. And then with that color, a little bit brown in this. I use it for the roof. And also maybe just to kind of highlight the trees a little bit, just add some maybe some branches there, so you can see. I want to highlight some leaves on the trees, so because they're kind of white too, so we'll get some light green color for them with a little bit white. So this is gonna be my color like this. And I'm just gonna highlight trees. And just on the borders between the grass and trees, a little bit of purple just for the shadows will help us to define a little bit that area. So just like that, a little bit there, because that's in the shadows, so that's what in the middle of the day you can see the very deep shadows, and we're trying to accomplish that. Same thing will be by the barks of the river right here. There are gonna be some shadows there, just a darker color because kind of connect the river right here, making some borders. And the part of the house will be kind of purplish too because it's kind of hiding from the sun. So, but not too much. It still will be the white part, right? So just in a shadow right here, just like that. And by the roof a little bit too, right here. So we will be a little bit with shadow too. sort of darker grass here. So that we're showing that part is in the shadows. This will help you to kind of recreate how nature looks. And I will spend a little bit of time to kind of connecting the sky with that faraway trees. We already did, but just a little bit more, just to kind of get some highlights there. Okay, so that's good. Here, it's kind of not too bad color for this picture too. Okay, so this is what we can do with our house during just a regular sunny day in the middle of the day. So next is gonna be the picture of sunset. So for the sunset, we're gonna use lots of warm colors. So we need to prepare our brushes for that. So I will use some orange, of course, orange with white, and some pink color.